Hey guys, welcome back to HYMER camping vlog. We are heading out on our first trip since we've come back from France. Charlie is here with me, ready to rock and roll, my camping companion. We are heading to Mountain Forge Escape for a revisit. I like when campsites make changes and add things. Hang on, he wants to get up the chair to the fall in here. Come around here. No. I like when campsites add and make changes to the campsite, and we were at Mountain Forge when they weren't long open. Then we came back for a revisit because they had added a cafe. Now they've added a few more glamping pods and I believe a food truck as well. So this video is brought to you with thanks to our friends at Pat Horan Motors. We really do thank Pat Horan Motors and our other sponsors for making it possible for us to do these videos. More details about Pat Horan Motors in this video. So I'm not going to get you to skip the road footage because what I'll do is from Clonakilty, it's about 7 kilometres outside Clonakilty town itself. So I'll show you the road footage. We'll speed it up from Clonakilty so you can see all the road. From what I remember, it's not the widest road and it's an 80-kilometre speed limit, but I don't think we ever got over 45, 50. So no skipping the road footage. It'll only be about 2 minutes tops. I'll speed it up and you'll see us coming in and parking in our pitch at Mountain Forge Escape Camping and Glamping in Clonakilty in County Cork. We have made it to Mountain Forge Escape Camping and Glamping in Clonakilty. We've been here before. If I think of it, I'll put a link to the original video. It was a couple of years back. Well, actually, I think it was only last year. What I like about places, campsites that invest into their campsites, so they're not buying new cars, and I like when campsite owners invest into the campsites, and that's what's happened here, and that's why we do revisits. So we've been on plenty campsites 2 and 3 times. If you go to charlieandme.ie, you click on our map and you click on the little icon, you might see that we were at Three Grove 3 times, or the Glen of Harrow 3 times, or here 2 or 3 times. But if there's changes made, we like to come back. Here there have been some changes made. There's more glamping pods added, there's a food truck added, so we wanted to come back up on a beautiful summer's day like today and show you. So myself and Charlie have just had a bit of grub. I'm going to get this camera mounted onto a selfie stick, plug in a couple of microphones, and let's go for a walk. So this is the tent area, and all the tent pitches have electricity if you're along the outside, and I think they have leads to run if you're going to be pitched here in the middle. But the tent area here is fantastic. Toilets over there, reception over there. There's the little Wanderley Wagon glamping pod that I'm going to show you now in a couple of seconds. That white pod was here before, but there's a new one over the other side, so we'll take a look at that as well. But if you're coming here in tents, there's plenty of room for tents here. Let's take a walk over to Wanderley Wagon. Okay, I've dropped Charlie back because it's a lot easier to show you around these pods than having him, because one of them is the Wanderley Wagon pod, which I think they're calling the hippie pod. Actually, I'm not sure what they call it, but let me show you where we are. So I mentioned that I love when campsites make changes. Look at now, do you remember Wanderley Wagon if you're of a generation? This sleeps 2 adults, 2 children. With reservations, like if you're over 5'6", you're not going to fit in here comfortably. But, you know, I don't know, there's an age limit, but look, it's up to you what you can sit in here. I do know there were 2 gentlemen from Scotland who stayed in here, and one was 6 foot, and he slept with his feet out of the bed, but they absolutely loved it. Details of the pricing, look at this, on the website. But look at this. It's got electricity. It's right beside the toilets, which are there. But look at it. Let's make our way over to the green pod. That's a new pod. Again, if you look back in the video when we were here before, you'll see the toilets, you'll see the showers. All the signs there let you know where everything is. There's a fire pit just out here as well. They have outside showers. Well, there's a beach nearby, so if you come from the beach, rather than dirty up the showers, at the back of the shower room, that tin room is for if you're kind of covered in sand. So there's a fire pit down there. Look at the views. That's the sea, guys, just there. Now, this sleeps 5, 2 adults, 3 children. Guys, be prepared for wow. When Connor brought me in here, I said it's like an apartment. Right, so there's a bit of a wardrobe there for pillows and stuff. Coffee machine. Floating bed. Looking out onto that. There's the max air fan up there for blowing in and sucking out air. Curtains obviously closed at night time, but guys, look at the decor. There's a window there, a netted window, which is open. There's another one over there, which is closed at the moment. Electric lights. There's your bed, but a couple of bean bags. When you come around here, you have a bunk bed there, and there's a bed that pulls out here, so you've got sleeping for 3. And again, there's lighting. During the winter or the colder nights, there's heating. And then, come on, I'm not finished. No shower, but there is a toilet and there is a wash hand basin. I'm sure you'd agree. This is like an apartment. Prices are on the website. I'll give you all the details at the end of the video. Glamping pods are proving very, very popular all over the place. That is one of the nicest ones I've seen. These ones are general, they're everywhere, they're beautiful. That one is even nice. Go back in the video, I'm not going to go into that one. It's absolutely beautiful, but this one is the nicest glamping pod. Look at the size of it that I have ever seen. Prices are on the website for all of the pods, including, as I was calling it, the Wanderley Wagon. Tent pitches, fine size. Now listen, if you're booking a tent pitch, make sure you let them know whether it's a village or if it's just a small standard or medium-sized tent. Then you've got Mountain Forge Escape fire pit here with the stools. A new addition then as well on site is a food truck. Chips, burgers, scampi, pizza, all made fresh on site in a HSE approved, all not just an old caravan serving chips. It's a real professional kitchen. I'll show that to you later on when it's open. It opens from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. The cafe opens in the mornings until the afternoon, which is inside the marquee. Again, I'll show you that when I go down a little bit later on and show you the food truck. But right now, our friends at Pat Horan Motors are making this video possible, so let's give them a little bit of an ad break. Pat Horan Motors are in Eglish, Borrisacane, County Tipperary, via Rossgrey to be honest, and they are the agents for Atrúso in Ireland. Those camper vans are made by HYMER. They have a shop online at pathoranmotors.com. Now, if the thing you're looking for is not on the shop, give them a buzz at Pat Horan Motors, because chances are they could have it in stock and it's just not on the website. But they have a great selection of camping accessories and parts available on the website. They sell new and second-hand camper vans and motorhomes. And again, give them a buzz just in case they haven't updated the website when you're looking to see what stock is in. It's pathoranmotors.com that sponsored this video. The sun is shining. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon. It's beautiful. This is why you should come to this part of Cork, for the weather. So I mentioned earlier on that they've got a coffee shop here which opens in the mornings, and it's open to the public as well, so it's not just for people on the campsite. But I want to come over here to, it's a car park area. Actually, just let me show you this. This is a car park area, but it's also an overflow for camper vans. There's power points along here, but it's the car park for the coffee shop. And there is the truck wagon. Burgers and chips, fresh pizza. The lady makes the pizza dough herself. It's her own recipe. Fish sandwiches. Look, it's a takeaway. It's a HSE approved kitchen. It's not just a caravan. I was in the kitchen earlier on and it's all stainless steel, all clean, all the proper facilities that it's supposed to have. So that opens from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I'll bring you into where the coffee shop is during the morning. The coffee shop is open from 8 a.m. till 12 midday. So hang on till I bring you in here. Haggard Cafe, which is open from 9 to 12, indoor seating. When the matches are on, there's a TV screen there for whatever sporting events are on. As you say, there's plenty of seating. The coffee shop does teas, coffees, iced coffees, hot chocolate, much more. Cappuccinos, latte, brownies, sausage rolls, scones, soft drinks, fruit shoots, chocolate bars. But it's a great facility for a small campsite, little play area over there for children. You can bring your food in here as well, although outside there is outdoor seating. And behind the blue rope area there's garden seating goes out there as well for the chuck wagon. Myself and Charlie will be sampling the food from the chuck wagon a little bit later on. It's only 3:30 now. We said we leave it till about 5 o'clock. So I'll let you know how we get on with that when we're doing the wrap up of this video in a couple of seconds. As you can see from the drone footage, it is an absolute beautiful evening. It still is a beautiful evening here, but I should be sitting outside to do this wrap up. But Charlie's fast asleep over there, and I didn't want to wake him and drag him up to sit beside me. A couple of things before we do the wrap up. First of all, thank you to Pat Horan Motors. Actually, I'll put it on this side. Pat Horan Motors for sponsoring this video. Without the likes of Pat and other sponsors, it would just make these videos a little bit more expensive to do. So thank you guys for coming on board for that. Secondly, here at Mountain Forge Escape, I met a couple from Northern Ireland who are spending a month in the Republic, and they have been to Cammach Valley, they have been to Blarney, and they're staying here for a week, all on the recommendations of Charlie and me. I spotted the Charlie and me sticker in the side window of the caravan. They spotted me and Charlie. We were chatting for about 15 minutes. And a question that I've been asked at Liberty Music Festival last week, a couple in France asked us, and this couple, 4 or 5 people have asked me, how come we haven't been to Northern Ireland? We've only been to 2 campsites in Northern Ireland, and that was the week that COVID pandemic hit, and we haven't been since. They then gave me a list of campsites that they highly recommend myself and Charlie should go to. Cliff McKay is a good follower of the podcast and us here and Charlie and me, and he has offered to spend a week with me in Northern Ireland touring campsites. So it's something that we're going to look at, possibly the end of season 7, which we're in now, or else the beginning of season 8. But thank you to that couple for supplying me with the list of campsites, and I'm going to put that, file it, and we will take a look at it over the next couple of weeks. Now, Mountain Forge Escape are celebrating their 5th birthday. Happy birthday, guys. I was here literally 3 weeks after they opened in the B-Ball with Charlie. We then came back for a second review because they had added glamping pod, and they had also added the coffee dock, Hagrid's, with the marquee, and you saw it in the video earlier. And now we're back again, and this time because they've added more glamping pods, the Wanderly wagon as I'm calling it, another one of their hexagon pods. They've also got TPs, which they'll be putting up possibly next year. They're just so busy at getting the site right this year. And they've also added that food truck, and we had beautiful food from it earlier on. I'll insert a photograph here. The sausages are his. I don't eat meat. I just love to see campsites investing and listening to their campers. They find pitches for tents, as you saw, but if you're booking, please let them know that you've got a super little village tent, or if you've got a medium tent, so they can really book out. There's nothing worse. And they said it happened to them a few times over the years where they've booked, we'll say, 20 pitches for tents, and then somebody arrives at a big 5-bedroom tent that takes up 3 pitches, and that's not fair. So please do let them know the size of your tents. I think that is it. The food was lovely. The campsite is beautiful. It's 5 years old. Congratulations, guys, on your 5th year, and you're going from strength to strength. Unfortunately, if the weather doesn't play ball, none of the campsites in Ireland get as busy as they could be. And what I love about this campsite is they've a massive, big space for tents. So many campsites since COVID have stopped doing tents. So I'd love if the weather picked up and people would get out in their tents and use Mountain Forge Escape. 7 kilometres into Clonakilty. There's beaches 5, 6, 7 kilometres away. Ardfield, the village, the local pub, which was the pub restaurant, had closed, and that's why the guys decided to bring the chuck wagon. It's open to the public. It's not just for the campsite. People can come in from Ardfield or Clonakilty or driving past. The chuck wagon is open from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then if the season is really, really busy, they'll open it all the time. That is it from Sleeping Lip. Wait till I just show you. Hang on. Sleeping Charlie Brown and me, Aaron. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks again to Pat Horan for sponsoring this video. All the contact details for Mountain Forge Escape will come up at the end of the video. Take care. Bye bye.